Hi, my name is Jessica Greenwood, and we are back today with point number 2 of my 7 ways to increase collections cheat sheet. If you don't have the cheat sheet, you can go ahead and download it at the link that accompanies this video, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in to some more tips and information on point number 2. Okay, so point number 2 is verify your insurance verification process. Okay, so I have seen this happen both ways. I've seen it happen where insurance verification is not done at all, and when insurance verification is done improperly. Now, what happens? So let's say you have a patient come in, insurance verification isn't done, gets submitted to the insurance company. It's very likely or possible that all of the services that you billed are not actually covered in the patient's policy, and they all get denied, right? So when that happens, you have wasted time in your billing department, and you potentially have a very upset patient who thought that their insurance was going to cover, okay? So this is a big point. You want to make sure that your insurance verification is done before the patient is ever seen, and that it's done properly. Now, what can happen when the insurance verification is done improperly? Okay, I'm going to give you an example. So let's say you have somebody doing your insurance verification, or somebody's doing the insurance verification, and they don't understand the difference between in-network benefits and out-of-network benefits, right? And they call Blue Cross Blue Shield, and you're out of network with Blue Cross Blue Shield, okay? But the benefits that they get, the information on the benefits that they get are the in-network benefits. So they come back and it looks like, oh, it's gonna be covered at 80%, no big deal. But what actually happens is that claim is processed out of network because your office is out of network with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it comes back either not covered or with considerably worse coverage than what you initially thought, right? So then again, you have an upset patient and potentially wasted time in your billing department, who now has to go after the patient for the rest and handle the upset, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so this is why insurance verification is super, super, super important. It is not something nice to have. It is not something like, oh, if we get to it. It's actually vital in your whole revenue cycle that you get a properly done insurance verification, and you also make sure that the patient understands what's covered and what isn't covered, which is actually an entirely different topic that I get into in my courses. But for this right now, for insurance verification, definitely make sure that it's done and it's done properly. And if you are finding that you're doing insurance verification, but what's coming back from the insurance company does not match the verification, then it's time to dive in and find out what's going on. Most likely the person doing the verification does not fully understand how to do the verification, and the information they're getting is actually not pertinent to that patient, and so it's coming back differently, right? It happens all the time. You know, it's not something to be ashamed about or anything like that. Insurance is unfortunately a rather complex subject. They do that to us, and but it is totally something that you can get in your practice and get right. Okay, good. I will see you next video when we go over the next point in my 7 ways to increase your collections cheat sheet. Bye for now.